Hey guys, it's Linda. It's Friday. It's raining. Great day to be inside with your knitting, your crocheting, your sewing, your quilting, that kind of stuff. Anyway, hi. So what's new and Yarn 2 is here to entertain. Well, keep you busy. Anyway, so what did we receive this week? Because we received something. And what we received is called Sweet Liberty. This is the focus fabric. Arona came in and said, oh, it's old-fashioned. Is all I can say. Come on. And because of the colors are lovely. What's wrong with old-fashioned? And that got really together. But look what really sparks it up are these ginghams. And what's nice is they're bias cut or drawn or whatever. So when you do your quilt block of any sort, it is, you don't have to worry about straight lines. And there's your option is blue or pink. It's called Sweet Liberty, and boy, it is sweet. And let me see, who's the vendor? Moda, of course. Moda's big with their pinks and their blues. Usually you can tell a Moda fabric. A lot of the vendors are getting closer, showing figures closer together, because when you do quilting and they're far apart, it's kind of weird. But that's our new stuff. That isn't the only new stuff. The other new stuff, wahoo, and is Malbrigo. And yes, you can see she's struggling because this is an empty box, and that's a full box, and another box the same size. Kathy was just at Vogue Live. Oh wow, look at this one. So we will do something. We will show you some of these. Perhaps she'll have it all organized by next week. But looking in there, that's a Rasta called Yo-Yo. And they have here's another Rasta. Ooh, look at that. It's not looking like the colors. But it's not the reflection alone. Anyway, so there will be more to see next week of yarn. But I got to tell you about this quilt. Now, one of our customers, Kathy, had done a quilt, a Fabric Cafe quilt, and it's called Simply Strips by Fabric Cafe, and this is the black and white of it. Now, this one, it's nothing special, but you know what? What the fabric she put together so surprised me, because I would not have, and they came out fantastic. And here are the fabrics. You got to imagine that you just never know what's going to happen. Now, this one is not an easy fabric to play with, right? You're going to say, she chose that. What do you do with that, right? I chose that. Why did I? But look, she put this one with it. That was such a surprise. And with the little strips, so in this particular pattern, she had this one as the big, as her focus, and then her dark fabric was this one, and then she used a turquoise, but I'm not sure I have the right blue, but I think this is it, a blue with it. So when you're standing out here putting together a quilt, would you have even begun to think about that? I was just amazed. And then as I was thinking about it, I realized that I had reserved a bolt in my office that is related to this one because I was working on a quilt with it and had not, and look at this. I'm just dumbfounded at putting these together. So, do not be put off by weird fabrics, because when you cut them down into smaller pieces and put them with colors the same, I mean, they weren't designed in any way to be coordinated, and yet they are fantastic together. Hopefully there'll be a picture either on our Facebook or Instagram account, I forget where Terry was going to put it, of the finished quilt called Simply Strips. But I was just so impressed. And now I might be impressed enough to do it myself with those three. Whoa. Although I was working on another quilt with that purple. So we're still thinking of things to do for our 20th month, and we're going to do things all month long in April. That's my 20-year celebration. And one of the things we might do are a whole bunch of free lecture demo classes of different projects or methods or ideas. And so you got to keep an eye on the website as we get closer to the event. And but they'll all be free. So, because, hey, I got to thank you somehow for all the years that you have been coming to my store and keeping it going. And maybe we'll sell some fabric. I just sat four hours with one vendor, but he had 4 or 5 different lines, different companies, Benertex, Riley Blake. And you have to go through all of the things they're offering, and that's just for 1 quarter. And then he had some new companies, Freckle and whatever. And I ordered the dinos from them that I've shown you already, and we ordered another one to go with it. So, either way, keep your eye out. 20 years? I'm that old? Who knew? Anyway, till we see you and coming in the front door, or next week when I sit down and do another Facebook. Wish you a good week and keep sewing. Got to keep the world sewing. Take care now. Bye from Sew What's New and Yarn Too.